This is Nerd News for Friday, August 31st, 2018. The only way to get a drink at Disneyland up until sometime in 2019 was to somehow get into the private Club 33. When the Cantina opens as part of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge in 2019, this will all change. However, you won't be able to order a 20-year-old bourbon since this is Star Wars. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will be a completely immersive, true-to-story experience. Given our commitment to offering fans an immersive Cantina experience, we felt this was an opportunity to offer alcohol and non-alcohol based beverages in the context of the story. Kevin Smith hosted a live stream to celebrate and inform fans about the DC Universe streaming service. DC Universe will launch September 15th to coincide with Batman Day. Titans will be the first original show on the service October 12th, with a premiere at New York Comic Con October 3rd. The service won't be just DC shows, both new and old, but comics, movies, and more. Cost for DC Universe will be $7.99 a month. Trade war is starting to hit the liquor shelf. The company behind Jack Daniel's, Early Times, Old Forester, Woodford Reserve, and many other spirits has announced price increases due to recent tariffs. Brown-Forman announced during a recent earnings call that they will raise prices in European markets due to increased costs from tariffs. Best case scenario is that these tariffs, or at least those in the EU, are rescinded over the coming month. This trade war will of course also raise the price of Scotch whiskey, Irish whiskey, Canadian whiskey, and any other imported spirit as tensions continue to heat up. Wesley Snipes says Blade to return bigger than ever. There are a lot of conversations going on right now, and we're very blessed to have the enthusiasm and interest in something coming from that world again. We've created 2 projects that fit perfectly into this world, and when people see them, I think they're only going to have a problem with deciding which one they love the most. Mark my words, what we did before is child's play compared to what we can do now. No word on when we can expect the return of Blade at this time. MCU boss Kevin Feige says that the bottom line is not the bottom line. Of course, it's do people like it? Do people have an experience that they are still talking about a day later? A week later, a month later, and secretly I've always hoped for years later. I've always thought you can't really tell an impact of a film until years have gone by. Now years have gone by for us. 10 years since Iron Man, and the fact is that all of these characters are still, are more popular than they've ever been. And people want to see them again and see how they've changed, like Thor did in Ragnarok. Like Iron Man has over the movies, like Captain America has. That's exciting for us. But Kevin Feige doesn't think that a decade is anything more than a good sign. To me, that is a true testament. I think of the movies that I loved as a kid, like Back to the Future, like the Star Wars movies, that still feel as relevant today as they've ever been. That's the true test. It's been 30 plus 40 years. We've got another 30 years to figure out what our impact has been. But 10 years on, it feels pretty good. Nerd News now posts every weekday at 5 a.m. Pacific.